Hello, I'm Dr. Lalia Rach with New York University and an HSMAI America's board member. And I'm here now with Mark, who I'd like to have introduce himself.
I am Mark Thompson, the Vice President of Marketing for the Irving, Texas Convention and Visitors Bureau and a member of the HSMAI America's Board of Directors.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I have a question for you this afternoon.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to talk about is how the role of the Hotel Director of Marketing has changed over the past 5 years.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is the synthesis of responsibilities that in the past 5 years have become one position. So someone who historically knew sales and marketing also now has to very strongly understand revenue management and distribution and along the way the same things you always did about managing people and psychographics and predictive behavior. I mean, some of that is just the evolution of marketing in general. In terms of the hotel director of marketing, those skill sets, there's no longer the luxury of this, that, and there. I mean, it's synthesizing into one position such that in another 5 years, the title Director of Marketing and Director of Sales and Director of Revenue Management may not be there. It may be a much more solid understanding of just what business is.
So you're suggesting all three may, in fact, merge together over the next 5 years?
Sure, I say three. I mean, my gosh, all those skill sets that come together. I think we've had the luxury, certainly in the past decade, certainly in the past 5 years, to feel like those were different categories and areas. Right now, there's definitely a conglomeration of those coming into the same person. You don't have the luxury anymore of being able to say, hey, I handle sales, I don't necessarily handle marketing, or I handle marketing and don't do this. I think it's interesting because our industry for years, I think, was guilty about saying, at the property level particularly, director of sales and marketing. And you figure out marketing whenever you get sales done, and as is the nature of sales and marketing, sales is immediate and urgent and needed, and you do marketing when you can. And for a good time, I think there was a real shortage of true marketing people within our industry because it was always the afterthought of a sales and marketing at hotels. I think. But
now you're saying you're going to meld them all together?
Now I think you are. I mean, I think it is the irony, to a degree, a quandary, but while you're doing that, I think you're doing it because you now have tools you never had before. I think you have certainly much deeper data. You have all sorts of indicators that you couldn't consider and you didn't have the ability to. What used to be lumped together because you almost had to lump together and you didn't have the luxury of having them separate, has gone through an evolution in which they did become very distinctly separate disciplines. And now along the way, as I think things sometimes do, they return to some roots. I mean, the fact that, will there always be specialists in those niches? Absolutely. Will the average hotel director of marketing have the luxury of just knowing marketing? I don't think so.
All right, so it's the skill, the knowledge set you're talking about.
Absolutely, and I think the integration and application of that knowledge, of being able to say, hey, this is going to happen and this is why, and we know it because we have this, and this, and whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or whatever span you're looking at, that's why it's changing, along with the tools they use, the arsenal that they have at their disposal.
So if a director of hotel marketing has thought they've worked hard now, in your world, they're going to work even harder.
Smarter.
Wonderful. This has been lovely. Thank you so much.
Well, good to talk to you too. Yeah. Thank you.